Hello everyone, welcome back to a new episode of Triangle Strategy. Last time we left off, we kicked Citrus's butt. And today we're going to be checking out Twins Gate with Svarog. Svarog drives Citrus's forces back, saving House Wolfort, and divulges the reason behind his actions. There's one thing I want to go ahead and get out of the way now. Because, yeah, it's important. So, I'm sorry, Medina. I said I wasn't going to use you. I said I didn't think it was going to be worth it because items are expensive and I don't have a lot of money. And I got like 5 different comments saying Medina is amazing, you need to use Medina. Medina has a lot of stands. So, we're going to be giving Medina a shot. I have more money now. We have 10,000, and that means I can buy this pinky ring, so I can actually give you a shot now. I was planning to give you a shot if I ever got enough money, and I didn't expect to get as much money as we did from that previous battle, so golden pinky ring. The other thing someone said about this is you only have to have this on one character. I was under the impression it only worked for the character that you had it on, so whenever that character killed someone, there's an increased chance of getting spoils, but apparently it's a global buff, which is nice. So, thank you for that. And who do I want to put it on? Roland, maybe? I'm using Roland in most of these fights. You still have my lightning amulet, I need to go ahead and grab that off of you. It's gotta be somebody that I have in basically every single battle, so... Serenoa? I'll do Roland. I have Roland in like every fight. So there you go, Roland. Enjoy your golden pinky ring. You're a prince. You deserve one. So, cool. And we have 5,000 dollary dues left over. So yeah, now that I'm not as starved for cash, let's check you out. So, double items. Being able to use 2 items in quick succession is pretty cool. Let's see. Fast-acting medication. Don't know what that does. TP physics sounds like something that just gives... You can give someone TP, which sounds pretty cool. Long toss, we went over that. Poison pellet. Yep, poison a single enemy for 5 turns. I have to have poison recovery pellets, though. And then increase the effect of health recovery items. So that's useful, too. Alright. I will give you a shot. Let's buy some garbage, why don't we? Be successful merchants, blah, 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 blah. Okay, let's get like, 8 of these large HP recovery pellets. This also makes my convictions go up. And the poison recovery pellets are actually only that much. I'll buy like 10 of those. They're pretty cheap, actually. It's the HP recovery pellets that was, really messing me up there. Okay, so, also, can we upgrade you at all? I might be able to. Oh yeah, we do still have this stuff to spend as well. Alright, so what do I want with you? Probably increase speed? Probably increase speed. If I do end up liking you, I'll probably replace Gila with you, just because I find in a lot of the fights, Gila just doesn't have a lot to do. Like, she can heal and she can haste people, but that's about it. I will miss haste, I guess. But, I'll have Narv to help out with the healing as well, so there is still that. I can upgrade you again. Increase your luck or increase... Probably HP, right? Increasing your weapon damage. Let's see, what's your, like, strength stat? Excuse me, give me a second. Alright, can you actually do damage? Let's see. It was 14. So, okay, you do more damage than Gila does. That is not to say you do, you know, crazy damage or anything. But you can stab someone. You can stab someone. Okay, well, that's something to keep in mind. I'll probably mostly have you healing, so we probably won't bother doing that. But, let's just give you HP, so that you can stay alive easier. There we go. So you have a few upgrades. I also have upgrades available for Benedict, Izana, and Hasabara. Let's see, I can upgrade your weapon. My cat's scratching the couch. Hey. No. Oak. Yeah, let's see what you can get, Benedict. Choose Oak to upgrade your weapon. My convictions have strengthened. So, I can increase your max HP again, increase your speed, increase the effects of Raging Beast and the effect of Bulwark? That's pretty cool, actually, having those be just straight up stronger. That could be useful. I don't know. Maybe. Maybe, just maybe. Alright, so I need to go over here and upgrade with you too, because I can promote someone. So who do we want to promote? We have a few options. Hewitt, Gila, Roland. I do kind of like the idea of promoting Roland, but I also use Hewitt quite a bit. Who would get more use out of the TP? Let's see, your strength would go up a little bit. You'd get pushback and flash of steel. Deal physical damage to an enemy and knock them back 3 squares. Physical damage to any enemies in a straight line of 5 squares. Okay. I think that's the skill Maxwell had. What does Hewitt get, though? A rise in range. Increases the range of the first normal attack used after battle begins by 2. I mean, it's okay. It only goes off once. It is the first normal attack after the battle begins. It's okay. What about Rudolph? Slumber Shot. Deal physical damage to a single enemy and have a chance to put them to sleep. Yeah, I feel like I kinda am more into Rudolph than I am Archibald, actually, just because Archibald's movement sucks. He has the lowest... Does he have the lowest movement of every single one of my characters? He does. He is a slug, and I hate that. I'm sorry, Archibald, but what do you get? Second sight, sticky arrow, inescapable arrow, a swift end. Yeah, none of these things increase your movement, friend. I think I just want to possibly do Rudolph. It's a hard choice, honestly. Because, yeah, I think Rudolph's just... I'm more about Rudolph than Archibald. You're cool, Archibald, but God, are you slow. It is a hard choice. I should just pick one. I think I just like Rudolph's ability more. Slumber Shot, having some form of crowd control on you and being able to put people to sleep. Yes. There you go, Rudolph. Now you're a more permanent member of the team, I think.
Didn't break a sweat.
Slumber Shot, just having some more CC. It'll be very, very fun and cool. Alright. And I can hit up some things at the trade posts. So we can get Battle Cry or Fleet-Footed. Raise the movement of all allies by 2 for 1 turn. I mean, that's pretty good. Grant 3 TP to an ally. I think I'd rather have this, though. Just to kind of... There's a lot of instances where I'm like, my mages don't have TP. And that'll probably help out with that. Alright, anybody else I can upgrade that I care about? I can upgrade a Hasabara and you. So... Roland only has 1 upgrade. Like, come on. Maybe, increase your luck at max HP. Boring. Maybe increase your weapon damage. It's very cheap. Rudolph, you have most of the things that I care about. We upgraded you. Narv, how you doing? Weapon damage up on Narv could be cool. Narv's already quite strong, though. Weapon damage up on you could also be good, too. And magic up. Grant 1 TP when you defeat an enemy. Ooh, wait, no, I want that. That is so good. Okay, no, we need that. We need that. We need 5 quality fiber, though. That's quite expensive. 5 quality fiber. 5 of your best fiber, if you will. It's sold out. Damn it. Well, I think I needed, what was it, 4 iron? Oh, there's only 1 in stock. Okay, well, I'll just buy some of this stuff. Sure, buy some more stone. Yeah, I'll just buy this stone while it's here. This stuff while it's here. Buy that. And buy 2 of those. There we go. While all that junk was in stock. Now that we have the pinky finger, we can hopefully start getting some money easier. Alright, so I think we are good here. Let's go over here to Twins Gate. Svarog drives Sikrus' forces back. We went over this earlier. But yeah, I had no idea there would be such support for Medina. I also find her name funny because it's a pun, because she's a doctor and she has med in her name.
Thank you for your help earlier.
Think nothing of it. We walk the same path now. And together, we shall bring down Gustadolf.
It seems we've managed to dispel any doubts you had in us.
I do not know what happened in the mines that day.
Oh yeah, people also mentioned, because I was talking about why didn't Serenoa say something earlier, a few people mentioned that we didn't have, like, complete proof. We didn't have very good proof, so maybe Serenoa was scared to say. Someone also mentioned a very good point. Benedict had a talk with Serenoa about not just saying things. Something happened earlier in the story, and Benedict was like, you need to think carefully before you say things. So maybe Serenoa was reacting to that. And we basically just held out until we absolutely had to give up the information that we had. We were holding on to our information for as long as possible, so it does make sense.
But your words and Gustadolf's do not align. And I cannot bring myself to believe that Gustadolf did not have a hand in Dragan's death. He has always been willing to do whatever necessary to see his ambitions through.
Indeed.
We've investigated the spy's quarters. It appears he was working for Sikrus.
And his forces are directly under the Archduke's command, meaning the man behind the curtain is without a doubt Gustadolf.
This may be yet another ploy to destroy me, just like my son's murder.
Lord Dragan was vital in our plans for peace.
Yet he did not bother to hide his ambition before Gustadolf. Perhaps he inherited that senseless pride from me, a child of a concubine. What a fool I am, bringing death upon my own son.
Uncle.
But no matter how I despair, my son will not return. So I must fulfill his wishes in his stead.
Agreed. I must defeat Gustadolf for my family.
I shall fight by your side.
Hell yeah, let's go.
Take this as repayment for the cargo.
This is far too much, Lord Svarog.
The remainder is for your army. Use it when the time comes.
Ooh, more money?
We cannot thank you enough.
Oh my god. Okay, cool. Well, thank you. Thank you. I very much appreciate that. Alright, Medina. We'll get you a full pharmacy.
These tough times are not over yet. We could not win against Gustadolf if we fought him now.
Indeed. But if we can learn about what he's plotting, we may stand a chance.
I will continue to be vigilant. May our houses grow ever stronger until then.
Alright, well thank you for the cash money. That is very nice. I definitely appreciate some good old cash money. Okay, and that's the end of chapter 10, I am guessing. We're probably about to enter chapter 11. If I had to guess, the game maybe ends at like 15 or 20 chapters.
Serenoa delivers the salt to Svarog, a powerful minister of Esfrost who secretly wishes for Gustadolf's defeat. After learning of Roland's identity, Svarog swears to fight beside House Wolffort to bring down their common enemy. Gustadolf's power grows greater by the day, but House Wolffort is not idle in the meantime. They look to strengthen their own forces, slowly but surely.
Are you gonna go talk to Sorsley again?
After seeing the illicit salt to Esfrost, Serenoa makes haste to Hyzant. The Holy One has invited both them and Sorsley End to the palace.
Oh no. Does someone know about our illicit dealings? Possibly. Oh no, we're at part 3 of chapter 10. Okay. I hope nobody knows about our illicit dealings. That would be unfortunate. Well, Frederico, you wanted to go to Hyzant earlier. We're here. You said that may be your only opportunity, but little did you know.
Lord Serenoa Wolffort, we are pleased to have you in the capital.
Well met. Are you attendant to the Holy One?
I do have that honor, yes. I am afraid preparations for your audience are still underway. Pray wait a while longer.
Very well. There is no rush.
Your patience is appreciated. We shall find you once we are ready.
You guys got a casino around here? I got $10,000 dues burning a hole in my pocket. I could go for some
We
slots.
should take this chance to see the city. We still do not know why we were summoned. Rumors, fickle as they may be, may help us steel ourselves for what is ahead.
I really hope it's, oh, good job working with Sorsley and Exham to push back Gustadolf and not, hey, I know you guys are dealing salt under the table. Now die, Shine.
Somehow, I doubt that the commoners are privy to the thoughts of the goddess.
Still, it would do us well to acquaint ourselves with her subjects. For the sake of our budding relationship with Hyzant, if nothing else.
I agree. Then shall we split up to cover the most ground?
I have a mind to visit the source.
As you wish. Once we have finished, let us return here to share what we have learned.
Alright, we will do just that. Frederico wants to go see the Rosellans, I suppose.
This country is quite pleasant, isn't it? Not a dour face in sight. Quite the opposite, in fact.
Have you been to the source? I'm sure you can see quite a few dour faces there.
To see their smiles, you would think that inequity, envy, and jealousy were things of fairy tales.
A well-governed populace is a happy populace. Or so they say.
Just an example we could learn from, methinks.
A lot of this happiness is built on the backs of the Rosellans, so... I mean, I get what they're saying. The people are happy, but clearly not everyone's happy, and... you know, one group of people is suffering a lot more than everyone else.
If I may speak plainly, I find it somewhat unsettling.
Yeah, that too. There's always something under the surface when things are too perfect like this.
Unsettling? How so?
Smiles do not always show joy.
Yeah, sometimes they can show fear, which would certainly make sense given the situation with the goddess. I'm imagining they could have like a witch hunt thing going on here where you can be like, they're a non-believer, apostate, and bam, you're being burned at the stake or something.
Is it truly possible to sate the wishes of every woman and man?
Are you implying something nefarious is behind all this?
Not necessarily. However, I was taught that for every laugh, somewhere a tear is shed. This country was not built without its share of sacrifice. Of that, I am certain.
I mean, we already know a big part of that sacrifice.
I understand your hesitation, Anna, but I think it is unfounded.
I don't know, Roland. I think you're being a little bit naive. They have to have an inquisition or something here that's knocking down people's doors, right?
A country who cares for its citizens is cared for in turn. It needn't be any more complex than that.
So, did you discover aught of value?
We did. The rumor on everyone's lips is that Minister Sorsley has brought House Wolford to heel.
News travels faster than I would expect. That may very well be the reason for our audience.
If so, then the time may soon be upon us to decide if we are loyal to Hyzant or otherwise.
Well, I don't really want to be loyal to Hyzant, but as Valrog is my only ally, things may get a little bit hairy. I can't really afford to have Esfrost and Hyzant, you know, at my borders.
I will wander the city a little longer. I shall return soon.
I really don't want to have to work with Hyzant. I'm kind of on cloud 9 because I got an ally in Svalrog, but...
It's as we feared, milady. None but Hyzantians can enter the source.
I see. I would have liked to see where my mother was raised, and where she spent her final days.
Her final days? She died here?
Many years ago. I know little else of the circumstances of her passing.
Oh boy.
I thought she escaped this thrice-forsaken place.
She did. She fled during the chaos of a Rosellan uprising in the midst of the Salt Iron War. It was then that she met my father, the former Archduke. And from their union, I was born, a daughter of Esfrost.
Then how'd she... No. Was she captured?
In a way, yes. Esfrost was forced to surrender her, or take responsibility for the war's outbreak. And then, well...
What a damned farce.
I was lonely and heartbroken, but the pendant she left me shone the way through my darkest days.
Can't tell you how sorry I am.
I'm sorry, this is distracting me, so I kind of have to say it. The, like, weird wooden bits on some of these houses, why is it the brand of sacrifice from Berserk? Okay, that's all I'll say about it. If you know, you know, but that's weird. It's spooky.
And dark days there were. Esfrost was her home, but there were those who would not let her forget her ancestry. That she was able to ignore her detractors speaks to the strength of her character. That she excelled in her studies does even more so.
You flatter me, Gila.
I would never presume to do such a thing.
My lord, I kept your better half safe for you.
Thank you, Eridor. Did you learn aught of interest?
We did. It seems all members of the Saintly Seven have gathered at the palace.
All of them? Could that have something to do with us?
Perhaps, though it certainly bodes ill. In any case, it is clear that we are expected to honor the Hierophant's request for an audience.
Demand may be a better word to use.
Then perhaps we should return before the attendant comes to seek us out.
Yeah, I don't like this. I don't like this one bit, I don't think. I have a bad feeling, I will say. Probably the best way to describe it. Let's get over here. Tenebris and Sorsley speak of the latter's sudden summons from the Hierophant. Okay. Let's talk about it.
House Wolford has not a single heroic deed to their name, yet the Hierophant grants them audience.
Oh, you weird bastard.
as if they are worthy to stand by my side before the Holy One. What is the meaning of this?
Perhaps there is no need to take offense. Perhaps you are being honored.
Profile for you? One of the Saintly Seven and Keeper of the Teachings Histories. Yeah, we haven't really seen much of you, if we have seen you at all. You might have been at the tournament.
You did bring a formidable ally into the flock, after all.
That is a curious interpretation.
Wow, look at these, like, incredibly evil bastards. Man, the Saintly Seven, are any of them not incredibly evil? Like, Exam, Sorceley, this person, and, what's the other, the lady's name? I forget, I think it starts with an E. None of them have left a good impression on me.
The others in the Order are breathless with jealousy at your achievement. They have spoke of naught else since the news arrived.
Someone's buttering up Sorceley.
'Twas no great feat. The Wolforts were lost, sniveling, begging for a hand to guide them. The others needn't know that, however.
Soon you will have the ear of the goddess. You will be the envy of Hyzant.
It is well past time for that decrepit Edor to relinquish his position.
The future belongs to House End.
At last. I shall see that you have a place in it, Tenebris.
What a gullible fool.
Yep. Those types are usually pretty easy. You butter them up and they're like, oh yeah. Alright, Tenebris. Playing the long con. Working both sides, I see. Power to you. Alright, so Hierophant's Palace, where we're going next. Alright, let's get in there. The air within the Hierophant's Palace is tense as Serenoa is brought before the Saintly Seven. Not excited. Hello everyone, future me here. I feel like I probably need to put a little bit of a content warning here. I don't usually do this for my videos, and I've definitely never had to do it before, but this one feels pretty warranted. The sections coming up in the rest of this video have some pretty rough and unfortunately very realistic portrayals of racism and slavery, and I just wanted to make sure that if anyone finds that kind of stuff traumatizing or just doesn't want to see it, maybe skip some of this. It mostly goes on for the rest of the video, so if you don't want to see that kind of stuff, I just wanted to give you a warning. I would say I am not enthused about this visit.
I, Sorceley End, have brought Serenoa Wolfort to answer the summons of the Holy One.
Very good. Then let us begin forthwith.
One of the Saintly Seven, and the only one permitted to hear the voice of the Hierophant. I see. So you're another one. So we've got Sorceley, Edor, Tenebris, Exam, the lady whose name I do not quite remember, and whoever this big person is.
In the name of the Holy One and the Goddess, I shall begin her inquiry into the misappropriation of our nation's salt.
Fuck.
Huh? An inquiry?
Serenoa Wolfort shall be questioned first. Sorceley End stands accused of forsaking the goddess's blessing, of abusing his station to indulge his own insatiable appetites. You, Serenoa Wolfort, stand accused of aiding his plot, of sullying your own hands by transporting his ill-begotten wares.
I stand accused? On what grounds, Edor?
Minister Sorceley, I would advise you to temper your words in the presence of the Holy One.
You would dare chastise me? For generations, the goddess has entrusted House End with her salt, the lifeblood of our nation. I have treated my duty only with the utmost respect. Just hearing these outrageous charges makes my stomach churn.
Oh no, don't play it up so hard. What if they have like crazy proof and then you're gonna make us all look like a bunch of jackasses? How am I gonna fight my way out of Hierophant? Because I don't see a way out of this for me personally.
Really? Then I shudder to imagine your condition whilst you pen these ledgers, delivered to us by one of the soldiers from the source.
Saintly Seven's Minister of Domestic Affairs. He manages all matters related to the nation's public order. You look spooky. See, this is why I told you not to play it up, Sorsley. What, did you think they're accusing you with no evidence? This is probably the evidence I could have got if I had brought Sorsley myself. But if I had never transported the salt, I don't think I would have been able to become friends with Svalrog. Maybe I would have been on Exham's side instead, and that would have been my ally?
I thought the numbers were quite odd, and when I compared them to the ledger at headquarters, I quickly understood why. Forgive me, Minister Sorsley. Staying silent would have meant my death.
Your death? How swiftly your underlings betray you under the slightest pressure.
Now, if you are very well finished, let us continue. Lord Serenoa, did you aid Sorsley in these crimes? Answer with the understanding that falsehoods will be treated as affronts to the goddess's mercy and punished accordingly.
Yikes.
I understand. It is true. We helped Sorsley peddle his salt.
Serenoa, you cur!
Yeah, I mean, if we throw you under the bus, maybe we'll get off with a slap on the wrist, possibly. We can be like, he pressured us into doing it. You see, it wasn't me, it wasn't my fault. Oh. Oh my god, you just murdered him. Straight up. Okay, I thought we'd have a bit more of a trial than that. I guess you guys didn't really need much, huh? I also didn't think justice would be meted out right in front of me, but okay.
On behalf of all Hierophant, I thank you for helping us excise this rot from our nation.
Am I not in trouble? Is anybody gonna mop up the blood?
Be that as it may, the fact remains you bear some responsibility in allowing that rot to fester. Such misdeeds must be answered for.
You should have come to us immediately upon finding out his true nature. You had ample opportunity.
I admit the fault is ours, but it was not a judgment made lightly.
We had to act to protect our home and our people. It was the only way to prevent the loss of both.
Your plight has not fallen on deaf ears. However, a crime committed under duress is still a crime.
For that, I have no words. Only hope. Hope that you will find mercy for us. For my people, I beg of you, allow our house to enter the protection of the Holy One.
You love your subjects deeply, that is plain to see. Very well. I shall stake your case to the Holy One on your behalf.
Okay, this is going better than I thought it was. I mean, yeah, I knew this was probably going to be what happened if I went with Sorsley. But it seems like we needed to at the time, and I did meet Svalrog because of this. If I got nothing out of it, I would be a bit more disappointed, but I do have Svalrog as an ally, so if I can get out of here, then we're good.
Serenoa Wolfort, heed well the words of the Holy One. Your house safeguards the very heart of Norzelia, and the Wolfort name is known near and far for its fierceness in upholding its duty. The Holy One believes it would be a great loss if your home were to fall victim to Esfrost's ambition. The Saintly Seven has just recently bid farewell to one of its members. His position would be yours if you would take it.
Oh god, what? I really didn't expect that. Oh boy. How do I let you down easy? Because I really don't want to be complicit in a lot of the shit you're doing over here.
My lord, this...
However, there is the matter of the Roselle that dwell within your borders.
Not happening.
The Holy One would see them returned to the flock where they belong. Their home is in the Source, our Holy Land. They are descendants of criminals and worse.
There's no fucking way I'm working with you crazy racist assholes. There's no fucking way. There's no way. I'm glad there's calmer people in this situation, because if this was me, I'd start flipping off the Hierophant and having Frederica burn some shit.
Their lot is to offer themselves to the goddess, so that the sins of their forebears may be cleansed. The Holy One would see all Roselle serve her in penitence, such is her will.
You would have us betray the Roselle under our protection?
Such mortal judgments are not her concern. The goddess has spoken.
The goddess can shut the fuck up. I really hate Hyzant. Oh boy.
Serenoa, will you surrender the Roselle to Hyzant?
Absolutely not. And if any one of you tries to argue otherwise, oh boy.
I don't know.
As you are doubtless aware, Lady Frederica, the vow of Lord Simon himself binds us to protect them. Alas, our house is not what it once was.
Is that a reason to cast aside its honor? My father, as well, likely had a hand in orchestrating their protection.
Ah, my friends, I apologize that we once again meet under dire circumstances. You face a difficult choice, one I do not envy. Have you decided?
This was your plan from the beginning, wasn't it?
Plan?
We did as you asked and brought Sorslay's indiscretions to light. You knew it would not end at that.
Lest you misunderstand, allow me to illuminate your position. You are not the noble hawks you think yourselves to be. You are vultures, feeding off the scraps of Sorslay's corpse.
You've got some nerve.
I speak from experience when I say that the title of Saint is not to be worn lightly. Are you prepared?
I don't really want to wear it. So you can take the title of Saint and shove it up your stupid ass, XAM.
Prepared? For what?
Doubtless you are aching to break free of your fetters, to take wing and soar. To do that, blood must be spilled. The blood of enemy, friend, and self alike. Your freedom lies at the end of a trail of dead. If you are not prepared to make that journey, to endure that sacrifice, then cast aside your pretensions and grovel.
Grovel or bleed? Poor options, both.
Oh boy, this ain't good. I hate this. Oh boy, this does not feel good. This is feel very bad, muy mal. Oh my. Okay, well, I think my opinions are clear.
In his time, Lord Simone protected the Roselle who fled Hyzant, and the village they established within the Wolffort domain. 30 years have passed since then. The Hierophant uses the illegal salt trade incident as leverage to demand those Roselle be sent to the source, where Hyzantian faith dictates they must reside.
I don't care if I get the worst possible ending in this entire game and everyone dies and Serenoa gets burned at the stake. I am not giving the Roselle up. There's no way I'm doing that.
After being found guilty at the trial, Serenoa has no other choice but to acquiesce.
What? Are you gonna make the choice for me? I can't even fight it?
Thus, with House End ruined and a vacant position among the Saintly Seven to be filled, rumors of House Wolffort's ascendancy start sounding more credible than ever to the people of Hyzant.
Ooh, I really hope this is still a choice. I really don't want to be forced in the position to do that against my will, because, oh boy, I hate that decision.
Lord Serenoa, I believe it may be in our best interest to turn over the Roselle after all.
But they fought so hard to escape Hyzant. They would never agree to return.
It would be a show of good faith to the Saintly Seven and secure House Wolffort's safety. If the situation calls for force, well, we must be prepared, to borrow Minister Exham's words.
I see. Give me time to think over the matter.
I would rather grovel.
Where is Frederica?
Oh, she left for the source with Prince Roland. She said she wanted to see where the Roselle lived for herself.
Ah, indeed. Hyzantian law requires all Roselle to make their home at the source.
She is most troubled over this, Lord Serenoa. Please, if you could...
I understand. I will make for the source at once.
Man, I really don't want to stop right now. I want to keep going. I would have ended the video already because I kind of need to do a shorter video, but I'm super invested at this point because I want to see what's going to happen next. It seems like we're going to actually have a decision. It may be one of those instances where if I cave and do the incredibly messed up thing, it'll be easier. And if I don't do the incredibly messed up thing, it'll be super hard, but possible. Yeah, this is scary. On third round of Whiteholm Castle, Gustadolf begins the next step of his plan. Okay. Side story. Gustadolf, we got things going on right now, okay?
Thalus, thank you for making the necessary arrangements.
No need to thank me. I am your Prime Minister, after all. I have made sure those with any power in Glenbrook understand their place. They will do as we command.
Then everything is in place. It is time.
Is there nothing I might do to aid you, brother?
If there were, I would tell you. And the consortium, Thalus?
Oh, I expect we shan't have any trouble from them. I have promised them a considerable sum to stay out of our way.
Good. Now it is just a waiting game. I wonder how long the Hyzantians will last.
War about to happen? Honestly, I'm kind of regretting even working with Hyzant at any point now. Maybe I should have just sucked it up and worked with S-Frost, but I didn't realize just how dire things were in Hyzant. Like, man. Dancer approaches a certain man in Glenbrook with an intriguing offer? A dancer? Huh? Ooh. I know you, and I know you.
Silvio Tellior, I presume?
Who might you be?
Someone who brings good tidings. An offer you may wish to consider.
I am ruined. Who would want to offer me anything?
It is Minister Edor's wish. Will you hear me out?
One of the Saintly Seven? Then you are Hyzantian.
My master is eager for your assistance, as you are quite close to House Wolfort.
Oh boy, I really don't like where this is heading. I really don't like where this is heading. Okay. Well, Frederica makes her way to the source to see her fellow Roselle, but... What, do we get attacked or something? Is Gustadolf's attack gonna start while we're here?
Please, I'd only like to glimpse the goddess's sacred grounds for myself. It won't take but a moment.
Or they're just not gonna allow you in.
That may be, but outsiders are not permitted into the source for such frivolities. And you are Rosellan. You ought to understand the teachings better than anyone.
Frederica.
Serenoa, forgive my impulsive behavior.
There's nothing to forgive. I too wish to learn more of the Roselle and Hyzant.
The only benefit I can possibly even see to me joining the Saintly Seven and giving the Roselle up is, would I possibly be able to change how this place works from the inside? But I don't know, the cost is too great for me.
Not knowing would make my decision easier, but still I feel I must.
Serenoa? From House Wolfort?
The very same. Lord Serenoa Wolfort. The one who will assume control of the salt trade in short order, as House End once did. To that end, we are here today for a preliminary inspection of the grounds.
So the rumors were true.
Well, are you refusing the newest addition to the Saintly Seven entry into the source?
Of course not. Please, right this way.
Oh boy. Yeah, I do wonder if I could change it from the inside, but that seems outside of my power, even if I am one of the Saintly Seven.
All right, you Rosellan wretches! Time for worship! Minister Edor of the Saintly Seven himself will be giving the sermon today. You should be thankful. Heed his word, and your sins shall be cleansed.
Roselle, do you know why you are imprisoned at the source, condemned to toil?
Some stupid Eve screwed everything up for the Garden of Eden kind of bullshit. Probably some stuff like that, I imagine. It's the same kind of thing going on here.
It is because your ancestors committed the most heinous of sins. Long, long ago, they schemed to seize control of the salt that the goddess bequeathed to the people of Nozelia. They seized the source for themselves, wresting every last grain of salt from other peoples, desperate for the resource. Using the salt they hoarded as a shield, they terrorized the land, destroying any who stood against them in their thirst for domination. Fanned by their greed, the flames of war long ravaged our land. Countless innocents lost their lives. What a terrible, arrogant people. Their cursed souls dwell within you, their progeny, to this very day.
I haven't actually... I don't think there's very many things I've ever experienced in a game that, like, legitimately pisses me off this much. This, like, actually makes me furious. It's just so horrible on so many levels and too close to what many actual people have been through with the victim blaming and the propaganda and I'm sure lies that are going on here and coming out of Idor's stupid old fucking mouth. Like, we have no way of knowing you're even telling the truth, and even if you were telling the truth, these people aren't the people that did that, and you're a jackass for making these people suffer for it. You're just looking for a scapegoat to do your work, and God, it pisses me off.
Indeed, the proof is in the very color of your hair. The same red as the blood that flowed from their countless victims.
Our people sinned against the goddess. We are a detestable blight upon Norzelia.
Oh, goddess of salt, please, forgive us our sins. Forgive us.
Do not despair, for the goddess of salt is ever merciful and kind. She grants even the worst of sinners, even you, a chance to atone. That atonement will only come through hard work here at the source. By quenching this earth with your sweat, by giving your lives to this labor, your cursed souls will be cleansed and welcomed back to the goddess's side. Only then, when your sins have been washed away, can you hope to be reborn into a pure body and once again walk upon Norzelia. People of the Roselle, surrender your lives to the source and give your thanks to the great goddess.
Alright, can we just call Gustadolf up right now and be like, hey, I'm going to become a member of the Saintly Seven. I'll just open the door and let you guys in. I'll just do it. I'll just get the citizens out, burn the rest of it to the ground, murder God, I don't care. All this shit needs to be wiped clean. Oh boy.
O goddess of salt, for you I give myself, stained with sin as I am, to the source. Thank you for granting us the chance to atone.
Thank you.
Thank you.
That is enough. Now take that gratitude and turn it toward your work.
I cannot believe what I'm seeing.
This is atonement? And the Roselle accept it as a fitting punishment? Even if that story Idor told is true, no sin warrants this kind of cruel retribution. Hierophant maintains control over Salt now. Are they then not guilty of the same crime?
You are right. But this is as the goddess of salt commands, is it not?
Serenoa, please. We will attack and dethrone God. Time to see for myself what goes on at the source. I will kill God personally for this shit. Oh boy. Which, once again, it may not actually be the goddess of salt that's doing this. It could just be the Hierophant, the voice of God, making all of this shit up to push their own agenda, which is definitely an option as well. So maybe the goddess of salt isn't actually bad, they're just using her name for awful things. But we'll see. I got 3 stones. Oh boy. Oh boy. I'm just not going to talk about it anymore, but this is incredibly rough. Movement bangle. That seems very good. That probably increases my movement. Would be very good on you, after I just swore off of using you, basically. Movement bangle, eh? So, increases movement by 1. Who would I want that on? Not really sure. I mean, it would be good on just about anyone. I was about to say, where's Serenoa? Anna, you already moved a pretty good amount. You move a good amount. Yeah, honestly, the only character I'm even like, ooh, they need a movement bangle, is you. I think I may give it to Frederica or Narv, just so it'll be easier for them to kind of get into the thick of things. I think I'll give it to Narv. You don't need the HP ring now. We can give the HP ring to you. And also take the one from Gila. Yes. There you go. Extra tanky. Sorry, Gila. Okay. Good stuff. I need something to get my mind off the rest of this. We need only follow the goddess's teachings in order to be absolved. This is so manipulative. Grounding amulet. That probably makes me immune to paralysis, if I had to guess. Grants immunity. Oh, never mind. It said ground, so it made me think of electricity. Grants immunity to being knocked back. I mean, it's okay, I guess. You take it, I suppose, just because you don't have another accessory to put on. Uh-huh. Oh god, dead. Or just collapsed. They force young and old alike to toil in deplorable conditions and have the audacity to call it atonement. They don't even tend to those who collapse from exhaustion. They treat my people worse than criminals. It breaks my heart to behold such cruelty. I can scarcely imagine what it must be like to suffer through this. I would love to see them free, but they are under constant watch. It would be nigh impossible. I understand how you feel, but we mustn't look away. We have to use this opportunity to learn all we can. They do not think the Roselle human. This is the only way a nation arrives at such cruelty. I understand how you feel, but we mustn't look away. We have to use this opportunity to learn all we can. I would love to set them free. They do not think the Roselle human. This is the only way a nation arrives at such cruelty. I mean, maybe they... Yeah, I mean, this is right. This is right. I mean, they do see them as subhuman, which is incredibly messed up. Yes, this is the grisly secret beneath their claims that all are equal before the goddess. The lie upon which the holy state is built. And it is a powerful state. At that, much as I agree, we cannot oppose them so easily. Oh, we're gonna try our damnedest, though. There's no way I'm being complicit in this garbage. I think it's pretty clear for probably most people watching this to see. There's been quite a few things across actual history that's very similar to this. People being subjugated and abused because of their religious views or various other things about them, but I feel like the one that I can probably relate this to the most is definitely the Holocaust, which is a rough one because a lot of the same kind of things were preached there. Because you know, the whole one of the reasons they specifically talked about being against the Jewish people was because of the whole thing with the Bible, with the Jewish people were the ones that killed Jesus Christ and all that, and they're seen as, you know, Christianity in general has had a long history of not really liking Judaism and the Jewish people, so it's just messed up, and I definitely feel like that's kind of what this is leaning to as well. The, like, other generations of a people suffering for something that their ancestors may or may not have done, and the people oppressing them just pushing forth all of this bullshit propaganda about them. It's really messed up. Obviously, I'm not an expert on the subject, and I could be wrong about some of the things here, but that seems to be where they're going for me. There's also other examples of this, but I don't know enough about those examples to really give a worthwhile opinion on it. so I won't mention those, but this is unfortunately something that has happened to many groups of people, and it's really messed up. It's very sad to see. Oh boy. I didn't expect this game to get this rough. This Casco is nothing when compared to the weight of our sins. Oh god, and they all have like Stockholm Syndrome because they're believing it. I understand they've yet to replace Minister Sorsley as Overseer. And so we lumber on. A beast without a head, no one to issue orders should a crisis arise. It's hardly surprising he was one of the Saintly Seven. They'll not replace him so hastily. Rumors swirl that they might call upon the Wolford boy. I don't care if they pick my own mother as long as the position is filled. Why is your dialogue box shaking? Was that to insinuate that you yourself were shaking? So they would install me as Overseer of the Source if I can find my way into the Saintly Seven. A saintly seat left vacant. Could I then take over the Source and be like, all the Rosellans are free? There's an information, right? Yes. With Sorsley dead, there's no one to oversee the Source. The people whisper amongst themselves that Lord Serenoa of House Warfort will take the late Saint's place among the Seven. It isn't an unfounded rumor. Yeah, I don't think I would have enough power, even if I am in control over the Source, to just release all of the Roselle. And condemn the religion altogether. I can do it. I can carry the salt. How can the Holy State allow a man in his condition to continue working? Roselle in the Holy State of Hierophant. Man, this crazy theocracy is not something that I enjoy. I don't usually enjoy theocracies in most games because they usually end up with incredibly backwards, shitty ideas like this. Hierophant keeps the Roselle imprisoned in the Source, forcing them to harvest salt under backbreaking conditions. Believers of the teachings would never be subjugated to such cruel, inhumane treatment. $1,700 dues. And of course this is also, there's clear parallels you can draw between this and just slavery of African Americans and slavery in all kinds of places, because there's a lot of different kinds of slavery, but this specifically has the religious undertones that make me think of the Holocaust in particular. Treatment of the Roselle here is utterly inhumane. I hope they give us water today. Oh my god. Cure all pellet. Okay, you don't want to speak. More money. I'm just picking up money here that people have dropped or something. I hope I'm not missing something. The only place I haven't really checked is the spot there in the middle. I think I've gotten everything else. Okay, there is another thingy up here. Let me grab this before I forget it. Register of the Roselle. Notes. Quota met, failed to meet quota, given 3 lashes as a warning. Failed to even come close to meeting quota, given 5 lashes as a warning. Failed to meet quota for 3rd day in a row, given 10 lashes as punishment, rations and water reduced by 1/3. Failed to meet quota 10 days in a row, poor physical condition, fever shows no signs of breaking, suspending rations. Deceased, replaced by a 9-year-old boy, failed to meet quota, given 3 lashes as a warning. Oh my god, like, this is so bad that I feel like I might legitimately need to put a warning at the beginning of the video for this. Because this is just awful and could be really potentially harmful for someone that has trauma related to something like this, whether it be in their family or what have you. My god. Faster, faster. There shall be no rest for the wicked. Lord Serenoa of House Warfort, I presume. I'm sorry you had to lay eyes on the Tainted Ones, but this is where the Roselle pay their penance. Yeah, I'm sorry I had to lay eyes on the Hyzantians too. God. Well, the Hyzantian nobility and you guys, the actual people themselves are probably just afraid. But screw you guys. Tainted Roselle are fated to live out their days working in the Source in the hope they may one day atone for their sins. They are nothing like the rest of us by the very nature of their birth. They are impure and lack integrity. Nature of one's birth does not enter into it. We are all born the same. And you have the purity they lack. I see before me a man like any other. Salt has brought prosperity to the Holy State. Why rely solely on the Roselle when everyone could aid in the harvest? Nature of one's birth does not enter into it. We are all born the same. Forgive my lack of decorum, but only an unbeliever would dare utter something so stupid. Can I slap you? And of course, of all the unbelievers, it's you, the Lord of House Wolfort, loudly proclaiming we are born equal from the seat that is his birthright. Then I trust you'll have no trouble explaining why the Holy One seems poised to offer this unbeliever a seat among the Saintly Seven. Well, clearly that is not for me to know. None can truly know the goddess's ways. Yeah, guess what? Guess what? I'm gonna have something horrible happen to you when I get... Well, I'm probably not gonna be taking my seat, let's be honest. But... Oh, God. Can I just slap you right now? Ranged HP recovery pellets. 2 of them. Alright, I think we're done here. This episode has been deeply uncomfortable. This entire area is deeply uncomfortable, and I need something nice and wholesome to cheer me up and restore my faith in humanity, so I think I'm going to go play Kirby after this. So, I hope you've enjoyed this episode of Triangle Strategy, and I will see you next time.